So Charles Hoskinson says DeFi on Bitcoin could send Bitcoin to $250,000. Then we have whales pushing Bitcoin down under $110,000 as PCE uncertainty rattles the market and altcoins are bleeding out. Ton to cover here. Let's dive in. First up, we have Charles Hoskinson making the news again, the founder of IO and also the Cardano founder, putting a bold forecast on the table. He's saying he believes Bitcoin could hit 250K before this bull market ends, and his reasoning is Bitcoin-based DeFi. So according to Hoskinson, he's saying here that imagine essentially being able to utilize your Bitcoin and earn yield on that. That's something you can't really do right now, but you can do it with Cardano staking. And that's one of the big things. We talk about all these other altcoins, right? There's Ethereum. I think you do earn a yield with HBAR on Hedera as well. And then there's some others, but the majors I would call them, I would say HBAR, Ethereum, and Cardano give you rewards, give you yield just by staking it, just by holding it. That is happening right now. So according to Hoskinson, he's saying here that adding yield producing tools built directly on Bitcoin would transform it from a store of value to a core asset within financial products, right? So right now we're just wrapping up with all the regulations getting passed or getting submitted to allow Bitcoin to be, or crypto assets in general, to be utilized for loans. So you go for a loan, you can pull your financial statement, you can include your crypto assets. But the only problem is right now you can't earn yield on your Bitcoin. Cardano can help you with that. Huge. So he's saying here, adding yield producing tools built directly on Bitcoin would transform it from a store of value to a core asset within financial products, attracting serious institutional capital. He's even projecting a 10 trillion market cap within 5 years as a rolling tide lifting the entire crypto ecosystem that we're seeing globally. We're seeing governments, we're seeing institutions accept this. So this is not small talk, right? It's a strategic vision that we're seeing across the industry. So if structured financial instruments on Bitcoin become mainstream, and then you have ETFs, IRAs, 401ks could pour dollars in there and everyone is going to kill it, right? Cardano's the first level to that. They already have it. They already have the layer. They're bringing, essentially bringing Bitcoin onto the network, or essentially providing DeFi opportunities within the Bitcoin ecosystem. So it's already there, right? And so there's going to be big things. Imagine being able to utilize your dataless wallet where you have your Cardano, and there be a feature to just wrap in your Bitcoin and let it run and earn yield. Insane. Insane. So shifting gears to some Bitcoin price action. I know everyone's asking, right? I'm unfazed by this pullback, and a lot of people are freaking out, right? And a lot of people are selling. Unfazed. Here's one reason to be unfazed. Guys, there is bullish divergence still on the daily time frame. You go to the weekly, you do see the pullback, okay? I'm unfazed. It's making a higher low, right? Nowhere near. I heard some people say 90,000. There's nowhere near any. How do you get 90,000? Like, where do you get 90,000 from? Saying pulling back to this level of support. What about this one, right? What about this one right here? So there is a pullback on the weekly. On the daily, I see divergence still. I'm unfazed, guys. Bullish divergence still on the daily time frame. Broke our level of support. That's fine, but we're still seeing this divergence. And you guys don't get caught up in the sky is falling phase, right? Because while you're focused on that, you're focused on the red, the investors that win are still accumulating no matter what. I promise you. So a lot of people are freaked out. PCE data came out with the markets. Actually, it looks like pre-PCE volatility test. That's what they're calling it. But what I'm seeing here is the US PCE. And this, at the end of the day, we know that this is US inflation data that's coming up. And it's really just a reason to move the market. Like it's going to happen regardless, in my opinion. How I look at the markets is when fundamental news comes out, anything to freak people out, it's just a reason. It was lining up for that anyway. AKA follow the market maker. You guys will learn that in a trading course coming to you sometime soon. So the Bitcoin whale playbook means that price is repeating behavior from earlier in August. There you go. US PCE inflation data is under the microscope as the next potential market mover, right? So inflation has probably eased up. And so I think this dump is just going to be temporary, in my opinion, but we don't know. Like there's no guarantee, right? I could be looking at this and see the setup and what the next level of support that I see. Let me look here. If we had to put a level of support, like an area of concern, I know you guys are going to ask for it. Area of concern, the next level of support for me would be like 100, let's say 100K. You see a lot of rejection here. 100K, you might be able to get one here at 105. You should be able to, in the higher time frames, get another level that makes sense. Let's see, it already broke here. Next level would be about 105. Yeah, just spot on. 105. Just follow the wicks. So another spot would be around 105, 106K. I don't necessarily see us breaking, especially on the higher time frames. I don't see us breaking 100,000, right? You're just making 100,000. Psychologically, people are going to freak out anyway. Just being real. Like psychologically, people are going to lose their mind if we break 100,000. So that would be a level I'm looking at. On the daily, it's a little bit higher, of course. But guys, this divergence is tried and true. You can look back every time you see it. Every time you see it right here. Divergence. See it right here. Divergence, right? You probably go to the lower time frames. You'll see it even better. Every time you see this, it's a pop, guys. Come on. So I'm unfazed. There's not really a scenario where you can convince me otherwise that this is a bloodbath and crypto's over. Just not there. And honestly, you probably shouldn't be either. So altcoins tumble. Bitcoin has 109K. People are freaking out. Even going, I bet you if we go to CoinMarketCap, yep, neutral. So this is where I'm accumulating. Yes, I did buy some crypto, more crypto today. Yes, I did. I think we bought more XRP today. So we got XRP at a very good price way back in the day. Held it for like 5 years. No, not 5. Maybe. Oh shoot, it hasn't been 5. Yeah, about 4 or 5 years. So, still got a bag. So we just wanted to top it off a little bit. We started having the kids invest in crypto as well, so they're getting a bag themselves of high quality crypto assets. And what do you consider a high quality crypto asset, guys? And we're not like the smartest people here. Sometimes, honestly, I believe that all that information, there's guys that are way smarter than me, right? You come here, I'm just giving you my 2 cents, giving you guys market updates. There's guys here that are way smarter than me, right? I just know how to play them. We just know how to play them right here. Like it's a no-brainer for me to buy altcoins that have ETFs rolling out on them. It's a no-brainer, right? So they should even make that a category, ETF category, right? That might be one to make an ETF category. And it seems like high probabilities, right? These institutions, these funds are not investing in bullcrap, So sometimes I think all that information and all that research kind of hinders people, because you can always find the reverse stance, right? XRP is a prime example. You can find convincing arguments for both sides and be fully convinced. So be mindful of that. Sometimes a lot of information kind of it's too much, right? And there's guys that can look at charts, look at way more data than me. I know we're good at TA here, pretty good at TA, pretty good at making high probability picks. And that's our specialty. I stay in my lane. I'm good at thinking outside the box as well, right? So if I see, like, right now people are saying XRP's dead, and I'm like, ooh, like, for me, naturally, I think this is an opportunity, right? So naturally, I think that way, and that's been able to help us through our crypto journey since 2017, right? It's been able to help us significantly, but sometimes all that information and all that research will paralyze you, get analysis paralysis, and have you overthinking basic plays, right? So based off of what I see, based off of just basic news and what's reported and following the trends in the ecosystem of XRP, I think XRP is one of the sure bets, right? Same thing with Cardano. I think Cardano is a sure bet. I think Ethereum's a sure bet, right? I think Hedera is a sure bet, right? Those are some sure bets that I have. Now, we go into the other altcoins, right? We talk about altcoins all the time on the show, right? Here, we believe that there's many winners, and that's why we talk about different altcoins, because I think there's going to be many winners, but I do believe in building that base, which we talk about all the time. Build that foundation, so then when we go towards a different project that may be higher up there on the on CoinMarketCap, right? So you're talking about maybe somewhere in the top, it may be number 505, right, on the list. But after our bags are packed already, we're able to take these risks. And the problem is, and I saw this somewhere, there was a lady saying, I only buy meme coins, right? Only meme coins. She doesn't even touch, she's never touching Ethereum. If she is, she's using it to buy meme coins, right? She's meme coins only, right? And to each his own, but most of the time it's just like gambling, right? It's see what sticks. And that may work out. I think I'll follow her. If I find her again, I'll follow her and see how that works, because I was on a space listening and she said, nope, I buy meme coins only. I said, wow, like people really do that. So whatever your strategy is, do your own research and stick to it. And also realize that there's always a reverse side to that coin. There's a reverse side to your belief that could give you a compelling argument on why you should not do what you're doing. So that's the game we live in, right? There's going to be a ton of people that are going to tell me don't touch XRP. There's going to be a ton of people that tell me XRP is great. There's going to be some people that do the same thing for Bitcoin. And any crypto, there's probably a reverse. So do your own research, get your conviction, realize that the money is found in the long-term holds. That's what we've found for success and us studying successful crypto investors. So guys, a ton going on here. I'm glad I was able to connect. Hope you guys got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do. We'll see you soon.